With me right now is Jeremy, the Pony Boy Pender, who's fighting this weekend at Turf Wars 19 down in Florence, Kentucky, at a catch weight of 130 pounds. How you feeling, Jeremy?
I feel really good, man. Training's going great. My weight's going great. Didn't get super big after the last fight. I have a quick turnover on this one from the last fight, so I didn't get a chance to fat boy it up. So I feel great.
So tell us about that. You know, this is a 3-week, maybe 4-week turnaround. You haven't done that in many years. Why all of a sudden you're getting back into the cage?
I didn't take any injuries in the last fight. I feel great. My training kicked into a new gear, a new level. Been training way harder, way more often with really good guys. So I'm ready to go. I want to get 4 or 5 more fights this year. So try to knock them out.
Now, pending, before we get into this fight this weekend, pending you come out injury-free, no bumps, no bruises, do you expect another quick turnaround, another 3-4 weeks, or are you going to take a little bit of time off before you hop back into the cage?
No, there'll be a quick turnaround. We've already got one scheduled. We've already actually got 2 scheduled. But
are you allowed to tell us who that is yet?
I don't have any contracts, but I'll tell you the second one. I've got one in August that I'm looking to rematch Orville Smith in Indianapolis for, I think it's MFS fighting?
Midwest, yep, August 15th, I believe.
I guess that's it, but he decided that he wants to call me out for his, I'm going to use bunny quotes, retirement fight. But
the bunny quotes did come out.
Yeah. We'll see if we can't get him to have to go to the dentist after that fight.
Nice. Now, are you expecting to put him back in retirement with this fight?
Absolutely. We're looking to do more of the same that we did last time. A little harder, a little stronger, a little faster. Hopefully get him out of there a little bit quicker this time.
Nice, nice. Now let's change up gears to get to this weekend. What are your thoughts on your opponent this weekend, and what do you expect to do?
James Douglas is out of 4 seasons. He's got a bunch of amateur fights. He's been fighting for about as long as I have, man. He's been training with Mike for a really long time down in Lexington. So I expect a tough guy, tough, gritty guy, and honestly, I'm more than prepared. I don't think that he's going to show me anything I haven't seen or prepared for. So it should be a good night for me. I feel like I can do whatever I want, wherever I want, and hopefully I'll put a good show on for the fans.
Now, not to get too cliche here, but if you can end this fight any way you want to, how do you see that happening and in what round?
I'd like to win it with, I'm looking left elbow, spinning right elbow, spinning back right elbow into like a jump switch knee, and that'll be in the first round. It'll be against the cage. Yeah, well, we're going to try and choreograph it.
Now, if this choreograph doesn't happen, how else do you see it going?
Once it hits the ground, if it hits the ground, which I doubt it will, it's a wrap. It could be an uppercut knockout, a knee knockout. It could be a number of things. Any submission on the ground that I want.
Okay. I like the enthusiasm there. Now, you typically don't see that as much out of fighters, especially ones coming off 3-4 weeks of training. With that being said, how has training been going? Has it? Did you take any time off after your last fight?
I took an afternoon off. When I came back on Sunday, we went out and got some pizza, and then Monday morning I was back in the gym working.
Now this fight's at 130, catch weight obviously. How come you didn't go down to 125 or select 135?
Well, it was more he was looking for a fight at 130, and I mean I'm still torn on whether or not I want to go to 125 locally, which is probably a no. Before my last fight, which was at 125, which we ended up doing a catch at 128, but before that fight, I ballooned up pretty big and was lifting a lot, was eating a whole lot, and my body's getting a lot bigger, a lot stronger, more athletic build. So maybe we have a local future at 135. Maybe we have a legitimate shot at fighting at 135, but I still think in the bigger shows, I'll be more competitive at 125, so I'll have to back off the eating and the lifting when it comes to that stuff.
Now, Vision MMA here in Cincinnati has gone under a lot of changes over the past year. New owner, a bunch of new trainers coming in. A lot of the focus has been strength and conditioning. As you're putting the muscles on, building your own strength, do you foresee a point in your career where you can't make 125 anymore, where 135 is going to be your new home?
Yeah, I mean, if I keep on the path that I'm on right now, which wasn't hard last time, I usually don't walk above like 144, 145ish, and that's like fat days. But this last camp, I was walking like 154, 155, and that was training hard every day and with very little body fat. So there's definitely a possibility of me not being able to make 125, and if that's the case, then it's obviously we'll just move up to 35.
Now, Douglas, in his last fight, which wasn't too long ago, have you been able to watch any of his recent fights, the video, to study it? Did you notice anything out of the ordinary that you're going to kind of pick on?
There's not a lot of video of his recent fights. I've seen him fight a bunch of times. I think he's fought on the same cards as me a couple times. Really, I feel like the way that I'm training and the way I've been preparing, there's nothing that's gonna be a challenge. I don't want to say a challenge. There's nothing that's gonna surprise me. I feel like my stand-up is gonna be on point. My wrestling is getting way better, way quick, and my jiu-jitsu. I feel like around here there's very few people that can deal with me on the ground.
Nice. Now, you already talked about your future. You have 2 upcoming fights that one you told us about, another you didn't, and you'd like to fight 4 or 5 more times this year. Say you do get the opportunity. How do you foresee those next fights playing out? Do you see? I'm assuming you see all wins, but take a look at it as a realistic picture. Do you see any losses coming out of this? And if so, how's that going to affect you personally? Because you've been a veteran of this game for a very long time. Does losing have an effect on you like it used to in the earlier stages of your career?
As far as what I see in the fights coming up, you're right. Obviously, they're all wins in my head. There's a couple of tough guys that I'm looking at fighting that I may not be able to finish. Doubt it. I'm sure. Like, I've never not finished when I've won. So I mean, I'm trying to keep that percentage up, that 100% win finish. But I guess, let's see, the losing aspect now, I don't really see it as being as big of a deal, losing a fight. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, like I'm a dad now, and I've got a lot of stuff to do, like outside of training and fighting. So I mean, if I lose a fight, it's not the worst thing that could happen. I'm not really worried about it. It's not really a part of my mindset. As far as I'm concerned, it's not an option to be beaten. It's an option to lose, but I don't feel like I'll be beaten. If that makes any sense.
No, it does.
Let's see. As far as how I deal with it, the last couple losses have been kind of weird. The loss to Nathan Manis did 2 things. It kind of sat me on my butt and made me think if I really wanted to do this as a career, and if I could really do this as a career. And it kind of, after I sat out a while, and it kind of lit a fire under my butt, and we went back at it full force. And I feel like I'm capable of fighting in some really big shows and winning some really big fights. So.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, the whole career aspect, because my next question was going to be, do you actually see this as a career? And if so, how do you see the next year transpiring, with the 4 or 5 fights?
Yeah, this is absolutely my career now, 100%. I'm completely dedicated, completely focused. Next 4 or 5 fights I see being 4 or 5 wins, man, and next year hopefully getting some bigger offers, some bigger paydays, and maybe getting on some bigger organizations' cards. I'd love to fight in UFC, obviously. Love to fight in like Legacy, or I've actually been thinking about doing some Muay Thai fights, and I'd like to see if I could potentially fight on like a lion fight or something like that.
Interesting that you chose the Muay Thai route. Have you ever competed on any type of Muay Thai card before?
No, it's always been like a hobby / passion lately of mine. I'm really into the American guys and North American guys. The Last Glory card had a bunch of those guys on it, and
Like Pat Barry?
well, he wasn't the last one, but
Oh, that's right, he wasn't the one
right,
before.
the one before. I'm more on the line of like Kevin Ross and Kai Hollenbach, who just kind of got starched on his last fight by Andy Risty, but I mean, Andy's a beast. And of course, Joe Schilling, who just won. I'm a big fan of Muay Thai, man, and I want to get better and compete in Muay Thai before I'm done with my martial arts career.
Nice, nice. Now, earlier you mentioned that there's more to fighting. You're a father now, and you're a family man. How's family life been for you? Now you have a son now, Max, who's I believe a year and a half old now. How's that part of your life going?
It's amazing. I get to spend pretty much every single day with him until I go to train people or train myself. And Marissa, my soon-to-be official fiance.
Now, time out. Before we get to that, are you going to pull Chris Curtis and propose in the ring?
Hell no. It was a plan. I was going to do it on my last fight, but I kind of chickened out, and I've got a better plan. We're going to make it happen. Actually, as far as the family life, we just looked at a house down the street like an hour ago to potentially buy. So hopefully we'll get in there by the end of this couple months, and we'll start on that chapter.
Nice, nice. Always good to look ahead. Speaking of that, your fights this weekend. How has the last couple days gone as far as weight cut goes? Just the overall, your mentality going into this fight. You still feeling great? You still feeling hyped?
Yeah, I'm super hyped. I thought that I was going to have a way bigger cut than I had. Right now, I'm 10 pounds out, and I haven't even started my practices today. So we're going to go in and cut probably another 4 pounds today, a couple pounds tomorrow, and then eventually have like a 4 or 5 pound cut on Friday morning, and then we'll go weigh in and eat some good food, get ready to go to war.
All right, come Saturday night, you win victorious. How's your post-fight interview going to go?
Honestly, I had planned on like talking about some stuff that's going around the local MMA scene about some gyms who aren't exactly legitimate, but I kind of want to keep it positive, man. I've been on a real positive kick lately, and as far as I'm concerned, like I don't need that negativity in my life anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell everybody, I guess, to hurry and chase their dreams and go for what they want, because I'm a scrawny little non-athletic white dude that fights in cages. So if I can do that for a living, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Nice, nice. I like the positivity coming there. Now, as we wrap up here, tell us, the audience, about Jeremy Pender, something that we don't know yet.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm pretty much out there. Let's see. Something that you don't know. I guess that, I don't know, I can play pretty much any instrument with strings on it. I'm an awesome cook.
What about the cello? I seen on America's Got Talent the other night. 2 little kids playing a mean rock and roll version of the cello. Can you do that?
You give me a cello and I'll get you something out of it, is all I'm saying.
So you're saying I won't see you on America's Got Talent?
Not with a cello in my hand, that's for sure.
Nice, nice. Now, closing up here, tell us, who your sponsors are, who you're thankful for, who's been helping you out training, and all the good stuff. And, of course, where can we find you on the interwebs?
Yeah, sure. My sponsors for this fight, Three Kings Bar in Covington. That's where my after party is going to be at after I win at Turf Wars. So if you guys want to come out and party with me, it's Three Kings Bar in Covington. It's on, I believe, oh man, I'm trying to remember it's on Pike Street. So come out and have a beverage with me after the fight. Also, Timothy's A Spa, that is in Madeira. They're a sponsor also, and Dude Be Nice Clothing sent me some gear to rep their brand a little bit, and of course Vision MMA and Victory Through Sacrifice Clothing, who made my official walkout shirt for this one. That's going to be off the hook. If you haven't ordered one, or if you want one, come see me at the fights and we will hook you up. And as far as people that I'm thankful for, all my training partners here at Vision, my coaches, Aaron Thomas, Rob Ben, Scott O'Brien, Todd Seipel, who is a huge help in my strength and conditioning, Krishan Gilmore, who's also a huge help in my strength and conditioning, Jason Lane, who's just a master of all trades, like helps me out with anything. If I need water, he'll go and get it. If I need protein, he'll go and find it. If I need somebody to like, I don't know, iron my clothes.
Wash your back?
Yeah, he'll find a way to get whatever you need done. So a big thanks to him, and of course my wonderful partner in life, Marissa, and my beautiful baby boy, Maxwell.
You went on a long rant there about your great sponsors, people that you're thankful for that's been helping you out. I just didn't hear Juan Valley anywhere in that mix. I don't know if you forgot that or maybe I just didn't hear you, but I think I forgot that.
Of course, Juan and Gary and everybody at Bluegrass MMA, you guys always help me out with promoting my fights and get my name out there. Follow me on Twitter at PonyboyMMA, Instagram at PonyboyMMA. You can find me on Facebook if you search Jeremy Ponyboy Pender. I have a Facebook fan page, and also my website is ponyboymma.squarespace.com, and that'll be changing probably a little bit after my fight to a more secure, like official URL. So,
of course, you can find his Team Ponyboy walkout shirt on his website. So go in there and get yours today. I believe it's only $20.
On the website it's 24 because they
24.
Charge me to do the
Those bastards.
to do the stuff. Yeah,
Can't believe that.
I know.
Also, I wanted to mention too, be on the lookout for this soon, Jeremy, the official Jeremy the Ponyboy Pender podcast, right?
Yeah, we're going to do a podcast and we're going to do a video series. I actually just set my YouTube channel up today. It's going to be, guess what? It's Ponyboy MMA, just like everything else. But we're looking to do the YouTube channel and a Vimeo channel to do some videos, and we'll have our podcast out hopefully by the end of the month being July.
And we also use the hashtag, I say we, you use the hashtag Team Ponyboy, right?
Right, yeah. For this one, it was hashtag Team Ponyboy, hashtag Turf Wars 19. But we're going to stay with the hashtag Team Ponyboy for any post concerning me, my training, all my sponsors, fans, all that good stuff.
And what we're going to do here at Team Bluegrass MMA, anybody that uses Team Ponyboy hashtag on Saturday night, this Saturday, June 28th, I'm going to select one winner who has the best funny line that you can give me. It could be about anything, any type of joke. You give it to me, I'm going to get you an official Team Ponyboy walkout shirt signed by Jeremy Pender. So all you have to do is get on Twitter, use the Team Ponyboy hashtag, tell me something funny, and you're entered into the contest to win the official walkout shirt.